targeted individuals and the exploited children, the stealing of children by government imposters and criminal people that blackmail, control, and hijack the police communication networks and communication open channels at multiple levels, and they place hits on children and teens so they go missing and police target them and weak families. Either human traffickers take them or police, local bad corrupted law enforcement bureaus place false charges causing suspicious attacks on runaway children or special needs children. And levels of traffickers track and steal them or stealth take them, controlling and silencing them, and judges prosecute people with no proof and unfair trials, not allowed to testify, no process of law, and they steal the writings of smart people, and kidnappers sell people widely. In fake facilities, human traffickers within the government hand off children in MKUltra, secret cult prisons or camps, to a system of handlers and traffickers tracking them through a computer marking system. Trafficking and underground slavery. The computer monitored slaves wear devices on the head. Virtual reality torture programming technology, computer devices for blocking and masking tracking from government satellites of the missing individuals, even scrambling or hacking satellites and blacking them out under cover of darkness, blocking clouds, going underground. The networks of tunneling and people in the government sell out to crime. Only good whistleblowers in the government report the traffickers. The marking system tracking bots enslaving people under a mark system. Traffickers in government put children and teens in boot camps and lock up. Drug tortured, raped, and framed with leagues of trafficking diversity. Organized and figure-headed for the secret organizations that resembles a corrupt shadow, United Nations of crime. Online blocked by anonymous hackers at the intelligence agencies. The covert spy gathering of information and leaking to online sources for public inquiry. Investigators are uncovering more. The businesses support trafficking networks and give sanctuary, and are hiring illegal swashes of illegally owned workers or slaves, and governments use slaves for secret underground projects. And MKUltra crime bosses in the government frame good people with good intent, and unsuspecting individuals are then left holding the bags, while evil witches and forces sneak in to kill, steal, and destroy. There are several different types and categories of people in boot camps and programs. In camp-like prison system, for disorderly, they are as follows. 1. Rescued people from crime and abuse. 2. Claimed to be disorderly, new recruits. 3. Rescued teens or children from domestic ordeals. 4. Of legality in nature. Yes, the military guards and upkeeps those forts and work with people, and there are co-workers and young new recruits. The so-called disorderly are broken in together in boot camps in different sections, and targeted individuals get broken, destroying evidently the young serviceman, new personnel. Military officers try to help but get attacked by hate groups for doing their jobs. Great men of military peace stop annihilation against enemies foreign and domestic, and rescue modern slaves. The military Southern men have to contend with discord of political nature, and stupid prejudice against young military-aged men. Discord keeping rescued children in jail. Discord legality prosecuting them and the people helping them. And those discorded witches lie, but are opposed, but covered up the dealings in high offices. Millions were rounded up, submitted to rituals of abuse or gunned, attacked to frame and hold innocent people. And MKUltra mental health service spies deem people defending their lives crazy. Military personnel or citizens get placed under arrest. So MKUltra's system of mental health in private hit people attempt to murder in secret, in the street or in criminal buildings and government criminal black sites, and attempts by cult workers trying to kill innocent people, human lives of babies, and force abort to kill the unborn on the side for population control. A very corrupt cult system given over to idols. When the witches in mental hospitals attempt to kill and torture cheating, the process of law and notes are selectively propagated and forged made-up fictional stories are written by cops and lawyers subverting and editing and lying for psych witches at the pharmacies of witches. Some torture people for days, weeks, months to death for nothing with drugs and forced restraints, hard-pressed, and psycho teams select people for these rituals. Our military works to stop it and save them. The investigation continues and others also within the military. They have suffered prison. It works as a prison system for a lot of people with bad discipline in the military. This must stop. We need more commitment to fix and save people. The liberal liars called our military killers. The Christian military are good people rescuing people around the world, universal from crime and modern slavery, saving the missing children and defend against life attacks from enemies foreign and domestic every day. But being a defender is considered a crime no more. And organized militant bad state actors are mixed up with bad assailants. Good military servicemen are derooting evil around the world and everywhere. The modern slavery. Who is taking the children? Different groups are kidnapping them. There are trade routes and kidnapping routes and systems, and different types of kidnappings. There are patterns to it and the elite work differently in different countries. Our military has freed many but it continues, and the good lawmen can tell you how people are taken. Stealth mind control programs cover up with subwaves to harm minds, transmitted in by spy programs. The elite drive cars with speeds above thousands of miles per hour and use planes that move like UFOs with vast resources. Elite families fight over power. Elite armies take people out who run the world. Categories, layers and subcultures used to target people to abuse and attack them. Companies and old bad governments are catering to them, and taking enslaved workers secretly to help them by supplying foods and drinks, pitching in. Smugglers traffic guarded shipments of illegal goods and weapons to the elite, funneled through proxies to use small-time people, to hide behind corrupt systems of crime. Conclusion: how do we protect our families? Solution: place new moral laws to practice protection at home in the government. Track bad state actors. And shut it down. Inspect and interview and police it with moral laws and rights. In general, to do no harm with incentives and unalienable rights, and follow the U.S. Constitution and those laws, and the framework giving special security and freedom operations and initiatives already in place, the tools, resources needed without political discord to save people without scrutiny, with worldwide universal moral human rights and peace with good Christ-like moral laws. Stop blaming peaceful Christians for fake news and your problems. Rights to keep arms, to stop attacks from crime and genocide and against slavery and elite enemies that harm themselves, and good men who justly try to stop the enemy and the bad psyop attackers. As Jesus Christ beat Rome in a much worse situation day after day, it took years and he did so much that the books couldn't contain it. And the resurrection of Christ is given to all of us, to be above time, to be Christ-like, souls transcended, immortal, eternal, regenerated beings. And in the Bible of the Father and the Son, their words translated correctly in context reveal the mysteries. Please support and pray for our military men of valor, helping the innocent and those that support them. Pray for safety, healing, and wisdom, victory over the MKUltra group, healing victims from drugs in the military, and for the veterans and victims, and the fiscal healing, waves of healing energy, and make it happen everywhere. Amen. Be blessed, and pray for the lost that they will be saved. Make it so. Amen.